What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today we are going to be once again rounding up all of my best and most recent loot drops from a bunch of different places. I'll be going over all the cool weapons I've picked up, so their roles, the perks, and what's good or not. So I've got all three of my Sunrise bounties, still chasing after the Icebreaker, of course. Got some Skeleton Key loot, the Vanguard and Crucible packages, some weekly Crucible bounties, and of course some faction packages as well. So let's begin with the Skeleton Key loot. I use one of them trying to get a better roll on my Mongrel Ogre's Grasp, the strike specific loot for the Abomination High Strike, which are the Hunter Gauntlets, of course. So these unfortunately gave me the Devil's Dawn, so didn't have luck on my side. Of course, this is a very good PvE sniper, super high impact. You can't get different perk rolls on these snipers. The only thing it changes is the element, which I got Arc on this one, which I already have, so this will be definitely getting infused into something. But I guess I can't really complain about Skeleton Key loot, seeing as they've been pretty good to me recently. But moving on to these Sunrise bounties for the Icebreaker, of course. The first one dropped me the Auto Rifle with Crowd Control, Grenadier, Brace Frame, Reinforced Barrel, and Third Eye. Pretty uninteresting right there. The next one is a New Monarchy Sniper. I'm not even sure why they even put faction weapons in these bounties. It seems really strange, but there you go. Also very uninteresting. And the third one, unfortunately, no Icebreaker. It dropped me a Vanguard Fusion Rifle, the X-Asterisk, which once again is nothing too interesting. So I'm still chasing the Icebreaker myself. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are still chasing it or if you got one recently. I do really want to get the Icebreaker. I'd love to try it in Crucible and see that infinite ammo. So I'm kind of hoping I get it at some point soon. But it seems to be a very, very low drop rate. So hopefully I'll get it soon, but you never know with the RNG. So moving on to the Vanguard packages, we've got a Badger CCL Scout Rifle. This one came with Last Resort, Explosive Rounds, Casket Mag, Oiled Frame, and Reactive Reload. This essentially is a Jade Rabbit archetype. It's the same kind of very slow rate of fire, very high impact. Pretty good in PvE if you get the right perk laid out, but I'm yet to get a decent one. I did have one with Outlaw, which is decent, but not as great as something like the Raised Scout Rifle. But I'd love to get one with something like Outlaw and also Massive Stability, because it is a really cool weapon and it does bring back nostalgia from year one. I do want to have one of these again, but hopefully I'll get a decent roll at some point soon. So the next Vanguard package dropped me another LDR, which I seem to get a lot recently. I've got a lot of these LDR snipers. This one is an okay roll, pretty decent. We've got Ambush for a scope, Life Support, Quick Draw, Hand Aid Stock, Reinforced Barrel, and Unflinching. So it's actually quite decent. It's like pretty much on a similar roll to the ones I've gotten recently. Only difference is that this one's got the Ambush scope instead of the Short Gaze 10, which of course is my favorite. So with Quick Draw, it's pretty similar to be honest, but the main difference is of course Ambush. So I'm probably going to dismantle this, seeing as I've already got very good ones with Short Gaze, with both Quick Draw and also Snapshot. They're pretty interesting. I seem to be getting a lot of these LDRs recently, but I've already got some very decent ones, so they've got a lot to stand up to for sure. So next up, we got a sidearm from the next package. This one came with Outlaw, Crowd Control, Fitted Stock, Lightweight, and Hot Swap. Nothing really too special. I'm not really a big fan of sidearms. There you go. And the final one dropped me the Vanguard Sniper with Triple Tap, Mulligan, Explosive Rounds, Small Bore, and Unflinching. But this archetype isn't really something I'd use personally, so definitely going to get dismantled. So next up, we got the Crucible Weekly Bounties. The first one dropping me a Matador with a nearly a god roll. This thing is nearly like 100% perfect. Very, very close. I was so shocked to see it. But this one's got Full Auto, Reinforced Barrel, and Rangefinder. The only thing it's missing is, of course, Aggressive Ballistics, which I'm pretty sure makes quite a big difference in terms of damage and getting those one-shot kills. So unfortunately, I'm probably going to dismantle this thing, although it is very, very close. It kind of hurts me to see a weapon so close to a god roll, but it's just missing out on the ballistics. Kind of similar to a god roll sniper, but without any good scopes. This thing was so close to being completely perfect, and Full Auto is just a ridiculous perk. That perk makes you fire the thing so quickly, and it's just ridiculous. I feel like it's a little bit overpowered if you ask me to fire a Full Auto shotgun with that high impact. You can just destroy people, and it's also of course got Reinforced Barrel and Rangefinder for a ton of range. So very close, but unfortunately doesn't really have much use for me without Aggressive Ballistics. And I'll probably stick with my current one, to be honest. So the next Crucible Weekly Bounty dropped me 17 Strange Coins. Can't really be too mad at this, to be honest. I'm always pretty happy to see some extra Strange Coins. Helps build up the stack and get some more currency. So pretty happy with some Strange Coins. I always take some of those. Now moving on to the Crucible packages. The first one dropped me a 0-Day Dilemma Auto Rifle with Spray and Play, Danger Close, Hand Aid Stock, Armor Piercing Rounds, and Third Eye. Nothing too great. And also a Zombie Apocalypse Machine Gun, which I seem to get all the time, but never a good roll, and this one is no different. Either Storm, Army of One, and some decent stability perks, but again, nothing that really catches my eye. Still yet to get a decent one of these, but there you go, that is a Zombie Apocalypse. And then onto the faction packages, we've got a Dead Orbit package, which dropped me the Fusion Rifle with Accelerated Coils, Snapshot, Small Bore, Spray and Play, and also Hidden Hand. The Sniper Rifle with Ambush, Armor Piercing Rounds, Quick Draw, Hammer Forge, Clown Cartridge, and Hidden Hand as well. So not too bad a roll. The Sniper archetype isn't something I'm too fond of. but the roll is actually quite good on this thing. You got quick draw, you got clown cartridge, and also hidden hand, and the best scope is the ambush, so not bad in terms of sniper rifles, and clown cartridge is something that's very rare on snipers these days. Pretty good perk, but there you go, that is the sniper from Dead Orbit. And the next one dropped me the shotgun with extended mags, hipfire, small bore, cascade, and crowd control. And then finally we got the new Monarchy package, which dropped me another shotgun with hand loaded, hipfire, small bore, cascade, and full auto. Not really too sure why I'm still with new Monarchy on my Titan. They seem to have really useless weapons, so I'll probably switch up to Future Walkout at some point soon. But there you go, that is a bunch of my recent loot drops and some of the highlights. Of course, comment down below as always some of the stuff you've gotten recently, god roll weapons, or anything cool you've gotten recently. Always love seeing your comments. As always, if you enjoyed the video, a like rating would be much appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next one.